Hello everyone, my name is Santiago Alvarez. The dilemma that I chose for this speech is a grave dilemma. Jade is someone that likes to walk her dog through the cemetery that is just around the corner of her house. You would think there is nothing wrong with this, but there is something that could be making her actions look bad. Because this cemetery has a sign at the entrance stating that dogs are not allowed on the premises. In fact, according to this sign, this is the law. It says that Jade takes care of the dog while she's walking here because she doesn't let him dig, she doesn't let him run whatever he wants, she just walks him next to her, and that's all they do. But now we have to think about what are the main primary ethical dilemmas of the case. Well, we have to think if she's actually disrespecting or not the families that have a loved one in this cemetery. Maybe it could be seen as she is, but as mentioned on this text, it says that no one has been buried in there in many years. So now we'll have to think about the parameters, dimensions related to the issues stated in this case. The parameters that I would focus on is if this is actually a law or just a policy of the cemetery. Because if it is just a policy, policies are not law. Policies is just something that you should follow, but it's not law. So if this is actually the law, she should not be doing this no matter what. What moral issues or ethical issues are particularly important to me? Well, it is important to me to obey the law, but it's also important to me that people have enough freedom to utilize places that were probably paid with tax dollars to just recreate themselves or recreate their dogs, do some exercise if they're not affecting anything at the cemetery. My opinion in this case is that she should try to find someone, try to figure out how they could remove this sign from the premises and see what could be done for everyone's sake. Because it could be actually really utilized to help the entire community, maybe kids. I don't know how the cemetery is distributed. That would be really important in this case, because if they could explain that this is the side where bodies are, or like if they're just all over the place, then maybe not do it. But if the bodies are only in one side and there's a lot of empty grass on the side, it could be something that the government or the local authorities could look into. Who are the primary stakeholders in this case? Well, the stakeholders in this case are actually everyone. It could be the government itself, because it's a law that was put in place for this cemetery. It could be Jade and her dog, because she's the one utilizing it for recreation. And it could also be the community, because maybe she's not the only one who is doing this. Maybe there's many people who have been doing it, and that's why she does it. Well, now we have to look into put all the approaches together. Just as I mentioned, it could affect everyone in both sides. So we'll have to look into the distribution of the cemetery, we have to look into the actual law or policies of this, and maybe really important thing that I forgot to mention before is if this is a private or a public cemetery, because this could change things a lot. Thank you.